The Lethal Venom is coming from MOTIV on February the 12th. Definitely have a few things to talk about here, so let's just get into it. First of all, this is the Gear APG asymmetric core, meaning it's the core from the Venom Recoil, the Blue Coral, and currently in the Black Venom, not the core from the Shock or the Hyper. At a 247RG, 036 differential, and an 013 int diff, this is that kind of Tour asym core, low RG and medium-low diff for a strong heavy roll and a smoother controlled back-end motion, but a medium amount of asymmetry to add a bit of torque and firmness down lane to make it finish more consistently on the back end. So more punch than a Venom Shock, for example, but not as much as a Jackal Ghost. Think Obsession Tour, Envy Tour, Effect Tour, the previous MOTIV balls I mentioned, and the Ion Pro. This one will be much closer to the top end of the spectrum, though, because the cover is the Leverage MXC solid cover from the Evoke and Subzero Forge. It comes at 3000 grit, and it's also the first Venom to get the Duramax additive, which helps the ball hold surface significantly longer. Having the Evoke and Jackal Onyx myself, as well as drilling a Subzero for Angel, I'm a big believer in Duramax. It really does work, so if you're a lover of surface that's frustrated by having to add surface more frequently to other covers, not an issue here. It's also a big deal for tournament bowlers who'd like to stick with something longer throughout a block, because it sucks to have great ball reaction, but have to put a ball away because it's gotten too shiny to be effective anymore, especially as a lefty. Righties are always, they're going to have to go through balls more quickly anyway, so it's not as big of a deal, but bowling on the fresh constantly isn't always as great as it sounds. Anyway, very strong, early, smooth cover, so I feel like the Lethal is going to fit much more in the realm of the Envy Tour than the Effect or Obsession Tours. It's the strongest asym Venom so far as well, and the Ion Pro isn't even really in the conversation outside of having similar core numbers. It's definitely a much cleaner and weaker ball. The Lethal has that same heavy rolling arc as the Venom Shock does, just a stronger, mildly asymmetric version, so if stronger shock with more torque down lane sounds like a winner, that's what the Lethal is. Once again, as always, I'm interested. Let me know if you all are interested in seeing a video. The Jackal Onyx didn't seem to draw that much attention, despite MOTIV doing me a solid and sending one, but the Evoke, the Hyper Venom, and the Subzero were all pretty popular videos last year, so maybe the Onyx was a one-off thing. Anyway, MOTIV always nails it with the optics, a really sharp-looking ball, and it can be yours on February 12th. Don't forget to check out the description for all the stuff down there before you get out of here. Thanks for watching, and may the strikes be with you.